Luther, have you ever been followed? Like, have you ever had the sense that someone was actually following you?
Oh, I have so many fans from being a podcaster.
So many OES fans.
So many
that you were always
fans. They are,
They're
they
always
follow
being
me. The
recognized and
paparazzi? Oh my goodness. No, I don't think I don't, whoever was following me may have done a good job.
Whoever's stalking you has not yet revealed themselves.
How about you?
I had an experience in college where
No.
I had my car. I decided to go to what was like the new mall and I went by myself and I was shopping and I noticed that there was a man following me.
Oh my.
And at first I was like, he's not really following you.
Right.
And by the third store where he was still behind me, I was terrified. So I went up to the people at the counter and I was like, hey, I'm being followed. This man is following me. Is there anything you can do to help me? And they're like, well, I mean, we can call security and you can meet them at the door.
Yeah.
It's just like, I am in danger. And do you know that man followed me out to the parking lot? I
What?
ran to my car and jumped. I was terrified. So I nearly escaped being kidnapped and killed. But our guy in the chair company, which we're going to be talking about today, has a scene right at the end where he's being followed and threatened. And it made me think of that.
Wow, I'm sorry for your trauma, but
Yeah, it was really traumatic.
well, let's start the show. Hey everyone, I am Luther Palmer, and this is One Episode Stand, the podcast where honestly we have too much fun helping you figure out what to watch and what to go to.
And I'm Jobina Scott. Think of this like one night stands, but for TV shows. We watch and discuss the premiere of a new show, and then we move on to the next. No strings, no commitment.
We also dig in some of the bigger questions these shows raise when you're not just watching, but actually paying attention. Jobina, we're going to get to The Chair Company, but tell the people what else you're watching.
Okay, tonight I will be watching
Oh.
Nobody Wants This Season 2. I have been counting down the days until I can get back into this fun love story. So I'm holding out. Tonight's the night. Nobody Wants This on Netflix.
Are you going to churn through it? Like, you're going to stay up late and watch just episode after episode? I mean, no one plans to do that, right? Like, people try to I'm going to watch 2 episodes and turn it off.
Yeah, I'm going to see what I can do.
You know what? I went back and watched the last season of Sex Education. I think you saw that series too.
You recommended it to me, but I haven't watched it yet.
Really? Jobina, it is one of my favorite shows. Like I knew where it was going, and and the funny thing is, I don't like kids. I don't like kid actors.
Well, that's what I was about to say. I'm flabbergasted because this is like a teen
it's a
drama,
it extends to teenagers. Yeah, but for some reason they touch on issues and the teenagers act in a way that I'm okay with. One of the problems I have with teenage storylines is teenagers are dumb, right? Not. I mean, they're just dumb human beings, right?
Yeah.
And I was once dumb. I don't need to see stupidity, but they do a really good job of keeping these kids youthful, but also like trying to be good people and trying to sort out very complicated. I mean, there's trans issues.
They've got some sophistication.
There's postpartum depression issues. There's like divorce, and because there are some adults on the show, and there's like returning to work too early. I mean, I just really love that show, so I dug back into that. Okay, let's get to The Chair Company. Describe the show for us.
Okay, AI will tell you that The Chair Company is an HBO series about a man who gets entangled in a conspiracy while working on a project to build a new mall in Canton, Ohio. This psychological thriller, spoiler, it's not a comedy, which I thought it was going to be. This psychological thriller starring Tim Robinson as a man who struggles to move on from past indignities at work and is drawn into a strange and dangerous situation.
So you presented it to me as a comedy, and I'm 5 minutes
I thought
in.
It was going to be a comedy.
I'm 5 minutes in thinking, where's the humor? Like, this is this is dark.
And Tim Robbins is really funny. He's really funny. He is on this other show that I find moderately funny, but he is really great in it, called Detroiters on Netflix. And it is pure foolishness. Like, it's just hilarity at every turn, or at least they're trying to. So I was very surprised that this was.
Where is the show? Where is this show set again?
This one's on Netflix as well.
No, but where is the setting?
This one's on HBO Max.
No, the setting.
Oh gosh, what city are
you? Just said you said it. No, you said it.
City.
It was in the description.
They're going to build them all in Canton, but
Canton
I don't think
what?
they are in Canton.
Where?
Ohio.
Oh, Ohio.
Hi.
Oh, finally a show. Finally a show in my home state.
We've both done my place of birth and the city that I live in. I mean, the shows in Pittsburgh and Houston just abound. But we are in Ohio.
So he works for, I guess he works for a architecture or design firm. I don't know.
Some design. Maybe they're a developer. They're a developer.
They're a developer, right? Okay. And he's developing a mall in Canton, Ohio. I can only imagine that. I don't know. When was this set? Because it had to have been set.
Well, see,
because Google existed.
It's set at least in somewhere in the 2000s, but
right,
clearly malls are a thing of the past. Like they feature that in the first opening scene where they're out to dinner and the waitress is like a mall. I don't think I've ever been to a mall.
They're celebrating.
Trying to make it relevant. Like they're doing this, like it's going to be this Zen community, whatever.
Yeah. When's the last time you went to a mall?
Back to school shopping for my kids. Like I will still find myself in the mall.
But is it one of those new malls?
Things I want to see. Yeah, it's a new mall
with front-facing stores.
It has a combo, so it has front-facing stores and like a courtyard and restaurants and all of that, and then it still has the traditional indoor mall, which in where I live is so hot. You have to be able to go indoors.
The only place you can get a Cinnabon is in a mall in this area, and I love Cinnabon. Oh my goodness!
I get them in the airport.
In airports.
So it gives me less guilt. The small one just.
I have a very important question to ask you about Cinnabon.
Okay.
Do you get the regular or the pecan with caramel?
Regular.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
And can we not be friends anymore?
This podcast is over. I can't deal with you.
This is the final episode of OES Friends.
Right. I will suffer through this episode, but we got to figure something out.
We got to call it
the
quits.
pecans and the caramel just make it takes it from very good to untouchable, just undeniable.
Yeah, I imagine it would. I feel like even choosing the mini is me trying to say, I'm not really doing this. It's kind of like a purity culture teen. I'm not doing this. No.
These are minis. Yeah. These are minis.
It's just a mini. It's a mini.
Okay, so what did you know? So you thought it was a comedy, but like, what did you know about it? Like, how did it come into your purview?
I don't know. Probably HBO Max suggested that I watch it. I feel like because I know who Tim Robinson is, like it kind of got into into the view. But I had really thought that this was going to be a competitor to The Paper, the kind of next The Office
a comedy
type of comedy. Yeah,
because he doesn't actually work at the chair company. He interacts.
That's the other
with
thing.
The
I was
company,
just like, this is
so
going to be about
like
a chair
The Paper,
company.
The Office, the chair company, right?
The chair company,
No, it is not that.
No.
So this and that. If this show is a mix between this show and that show, my this and that is The Office, because it is set in the office. There's office culture. There's office personalities, and I'm going to say the other show is Severance, where there's this like mystery of what's going on. There's something dark going on. So
that's a good
I would say it's a mix of those two shows.
Yep.
So what would you say this show is really about, though, from the one episode that we saw? Oh, I should say. Let me say this before you start. This show is being released once a week, so I think there's only 2 episodes out. Like, you could not have binge watched this show. Yeah, I think there's 2.
Well, and for the first time ever, I only watched 1.
Well, I started the second episode because I was like, let me just before we talk about it, let me just make sure this show is going where I think it's going. Right? Like, I didn't know if the first episode was kind of to confuse you or twist, but so it does kind of continue along the lines of the first episode. So what would you say the show is really about?
So I think maybe we just give the quick premise. Like this show, clearly he has this incident where he is supposed to be a shining star. This is his moment as a new manager. Mm-hmm. He stands up and gives a speech about the mall, and then he sits down and his chair breaks and collapses in front of everyone in the company.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it sends him on this spiral down this rabbit hole to try and figure out why this happened to him.
Right.
And it just, to me, exemplifies the like how one bad choice can lead you down a road of more and more and more bad choices. Potentially to the point of ruin.
Yeah. It made me think about how close we all are to what is the term that the kids use? Crash out. That's what he does.
Yeah,
he crashes out. But he does it discreetly, actually, because no one sort of notices what's going on in his life. He's hiding things. He's looking things up on the internet. He's going to stores to try to find a person who he thought was stalking
sneaking
him.
Around.
He's sneaking around, but he is silently crashing out. And it made me think about like as crazy as the world is, how close are we all to crashing out, and what are we doing to prevent ourselves from crashing out? Right?
Yeah.
There's this great online therapist, of course. She's a content creator, and she talks about capacity, and she says like mental health isn't about avoiding issues. Mental health is about increasing your capacity to deal with issues. And I think the world, there are just so many issues, Jobina, like so many things pressing on us. Social media is manufacturing outrage about so many things, and even just our like try to call and cancel your cable. It's going to take an hour and a half. Like, right. So like, how close are we to just to one thing just setting us off?
Well, and I think that really what we're seeing right now in the culture is people are just practicing avoidance. To keep from crashing out. Like if I just don't engage, if I don't look at the images of terrible things that are happening and just kind of keep my head down, focused on the things that I can control, which can be a really good coping strategy. But at the same time, like if the world is crashing around you, when is it time to like at least crash out, pay attention, like do something?
Yeah. The premise is he, like you said, he falls in this chair and he wants someone at the chair company to pay for this, right? For this,
to be accountable.
To be accountable.
Yes.
And when he calls the number, it's a line that they cover multiple companies. He can't talk to one. So then he just spirals out trying to get to the bottom of what's happening at this chair company.
It turns out to be a fake account.
Right. He goes to an address that's a fake address for the chair company. So there is something going on
amiss,
sinister, right, in this episode. So more or less, what do you want to see more of or less of?
I think they're going in a beautiful direction. I didn't really, as you know, I didn't watch episode 2, but I want to understand the mystery. I want to know what is really, I mean, I'm kind of like him. Now I'm in the rabbit hole. Like, I want to know what is happening at Tekka. Is that the name of the company?
Right.
What is it? What's really going on? I honestly also want to see more of the team. Like, I'm interested if they're going to develop the team, because to the extent that this is the love child of Severance and The Office, like they did a good job of developing the other characters in ways that kept the show interesting. And so I'm curious to see if they will do that as well.
Yeah. I want to see more of Ohio, show me some, take a trip down to Dayton, Go up to Cleveland. Show the beautiful Lake Erie beaches that we have in Cleveland.
Beautiful Lake Erie beaches.
Oh,
okay.
No, but they really have beautiful beaches in Cleveland.
Beautiful?
Oh my goodness, they're surprisingly beautiful, like amazing. But
I had no idea.
In this show, more, I think the first, like when I got done with the series premiere, I thought to myself, wow, like what? I think I messaged you and I said, what a premiere. Like,
yeah,
they hooked, like I'm hooked because here's this story about this everyday guy, right? He's just an everyday guy, literally working an everyday job, building malls for Pete's sake. And then he just has this spot. I just thought, man, they really built the intrigue. I think they developed him as a character. He doesn't, what I found interesting is that he doesn't share the fall with his family. They say, how'd your big speech go?
Yeah.
And he says, everything went fine. It was good. Great. And I remember when my wife had our first daughter and this whole thing about postpartum depression. The thing was, if she's feeling like that, one of the best things she can do is just talk about it. Just say, I don't feel good about being a mother, about the baby, like whatever feelings it is,
say it.
Provide a safe space. And it occurred to me watching this show, this person doesn't have a safe space to say that incident where I fell in the chair in front of everyone.
Yeah.
That was really embarrassing because when he goes back to work, they're all laughing about it and he's cracking jokes about himself. He's like self-deprecating and he never is able to say that was a really sucky moment. Not even to his wife, not to his kids, not to his coworkers.
Well, and so we give this survey annually that's based on Gallup's 12 questions that indicate positivity and employee engagement. And one of those questions is like, I have someone at work that I can confide in, or I have a best friend at work. And like, he clearly didn't have that. And it is such a strong indicator of your ability to be happy at work. If there's not one person that you can close the door and say like, oh my God, I sat on the chair and it broke in front of everybody. And I'm so embarrassed. How do I recover from this? And he just didn't have any of that, which made me think about like, how do people cope when they don't have spaces where they feel like they can be 100% themselves? And we've talked ad nauseum about like bringing your whole self to work. We are in agreement that is not appropriate. Do not bring your whole self to work.
Right.
But like, you've got to feel like you can be, I don't know, at least 90% you around somebody. And he just didn't have that.
I'm not sure that I have coworkers that I can confide in. I don't have that. But I have people in my life who I can confide in about my work. I think that's what. So my stratus of friends, not the word stratus of friends, is I don't have one best friend who knows everything, or who I can talk to about everything. But I have several friends who I can talk to about my complete life. So I have friends who I can talk to about my marriage. I have friends who I can talk about my work stuff, like my insecurities with work and all this stuff and parenting and all these things. I do feel fortunate, like super fortunate, that I have a place that I can talk to about. I have people I can talk to about these things.
Yeah. I think the whole theory behind like having that person work with you is that they just more deeply understand. Now, the good thing about your friends is they're always going to side with you. When you tell the work story about the annoying person or the bad meeting or the unfortunate incident, like they are going to side with you because they just don't know the whole context. But there's something about having someone who understands the work. I
don't want friends who side with me because I'm not always right. Like, and Jimena, we've talked about this before. Like, my friends, I like when they give unsolicited advice because I value their judgment. So I'm going to try to come to you with the most fair and balanced telling of the story. And I want my friends, when they hear something that like, wait, you said what to them? You don't think you could have? Like, I want friends to push. Like, I value push more than yes people around me. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the whole theory of like that person working with you is so that they have more information than they can push. So they can say, actually, I know what so-and-so in accounting is dealing with.
Right. So-and-so in accounting told me that you
right. Let me tell you what she said about you.
Okay, so Jabina, I'm going to ask you a question that I guarantee you did not know the answer to.
Oh, Lord.
What is the main character's name in this show?
Come on. I don't know. Oh, no. When I tell you, I have no idea. None. Like I didn't even try to take that in when I was watching.
Oh,
Shame.
we are so bad. We
had that
Google
one episode hot streak, and then
right. Well, we have Coop. We had Coop from Your Neighbors and Friends.
Those are one
Friends
episode hot streak.
Right. Mm-hmm. This guy's name is William Ronald. What is it? William Ronald.
Oh, but they call him Ron. He's Ron in the show.
Ron. There you go.
Okay, now I remember it. Yeah.
So I'm asking that. I can't give you Ron because Ron, you would kill Ron. Like there's no like
you already know.
Ron was giving.
He would have to go.
But I don't even know there's a person in the show that is worth even asking about.
There's not. I mean, there's not. No. But I could give you. So do you remember the scene? I'm going to give one to you. Do you remember the scene where the woman who recommended him for the job says, like, do not screw me over.
Oh, the black woman.
Being a man.
Yeah.
The black woman.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't
remember. I liked her. I would marry her. But
I thought you might like her.
Yeah. Her vibe was kind but stern but professional. You know, she was. I liked her character a lot.
Yeah.
And I would say I want to see more of her.
More of her.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to the moral lessons. I want to see more of her. So, yeah, I'll definitely marry her. Yeah, she was awesome. Okay, I think we covered the chair company. Do people have a sense of what the chair company? It is a dark. It's very gray, right? We used to say, like, how does it look, sound, and feel?
Look, sound, and feel.
It's very gray.
I mean, maybe that's reminiscent of Ohio.
I mean, they definitely chose, right? They chose a city that people would think would be very gray.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, Canton. Yeah,
Ohio does not have a lot of sun, unfortunately. Like we're not Seattle, but we're also not Houston. Mm-hmm. So it's very gray. It's very stale. It's very sterile. I should say sterile. That's the right word. Mm-hmm. So, okay, now for the question we've all been waiting for. I don't know that I've asked you this question in sincerity in years, Dobina, because you usually have watched so many episodes.
I know, but this is legit. I'm only
Are you going to watch The Chair Company again, or was this a one episode stand for you?
This was not a one episode stand.
Okay.
I really like it. I, like you, was completely sucked in. I was hooked. The first episode was so well done. I can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah. All right. Now, what I'm not looking forward to is them stringing out the mystery forever. Mm-hmm. You know, like I do want the plot to progress. Yeah. I want the plot to progress quickly. So well, really quickly, is this a limited series? Because that's the other thing. It's just like, if the mystery is going to be solved in one season. Yeah. So there's a person we have in the podcast that does the background on the show. So that person.
Oh my God, please be quiet. Just tell me. Look it
up
and tell me
if that person has done their job or not. It just says comedy thriller. So let's talk about the comedy. There are awkward scenes, and I think that's why they're saying
moments that could be funny.
Right. I think the awkwardness of the scenes is what they're calling as a comedy, because they're calling it a comedy thriller. It does not say limited series, so we'll have to see what happens after season 1. Okay, I'm going to continue watching 2, but again, I'm just hoping it. You know, I did stop. I think I watched 10 minutes of episode 2 just to make sure it wasn't going to be a left turn somewhere. Yeah. But yeah, I'm into it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for listening to this self-edited and self-produced podcast we like to call One Episode Stand. If you enjoyed this episode, you can subscribe to the podcast to be alerted when new episodes drop. If you're listening on iTunes, please give us a rating. The theme music is Freedom by Paradox Hip Hop. And we'll be back next time with another series premiere. Jabina, let's end on this. Every story has a moral. What was the moral of this episode?
Yeah, the moral of this episode is there's a reason why in 2 years of recording OES, we've had several shows set in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Houston, Texas, and only one set in Ohio.
Ohio has a certain, what is it? What's the term?
Je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi. That was perfect for this episode. This is oversight by me. Has a chair ever broken from you sitting on it?
No.
Never.
Never.
Oh, so
You?
my grandfather used to have a swing that would hung from the roof in his front porch, like a covered porch, like one of those old big city houses with a covered porch. You know, we sit out there and talk. People walk by and talk to us. And my aunt got on the swing one time and it fell down. And you talk about secondhand embarrassment. Like, you talk about secondhand embarrassment for somebody. Everybody was out there. And your first reaction is, oh my goodness, is she okay?
Are you okay?
And then your second reaction is,
then laughter.
Oh. But no, this was not a laughter moment.
Nobody laughed.
And my family is a laughing family. This was not a laughing moment.
That bad.
Yeah, it was that bad. It was that bad.
Oh, no. I tell everybody, here's the thing. If I trip and fall, I encourage you to laugh at me, because if it happens to you, I cannot help it.
But Jobina, on the show, this guy fell in his chair and they laughed and he was hurt. Yeah. And he didn't have a safe space to say, I'm not okay. Like, that was a painful experience for me. And you're encouraging people to laugh,
yes,
Jobina.
Yeah, laugh. But you know what I actually think made it worse for him is that when he fell and then he stood up and he made the joke about, like, I shouldn't have had that last Cheez-It, they didn't laugh then. That's how he knew, like, oh, this is a super mortifying moment. If he had been able to come back from it in the moment, I think y'all should have laughed at your aunt. If you had laughed then, it would not be the moment that the family is like, remember when?
I don't know. Like, I think there was like some weight issues. Like, it was just a not. Like, it was just bad. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody. Whoever's stalking you has not yet revealed themselves.